All right, guys, we're finally here. The 31 Contender is nearing completion. I actually have the guys outside cleaning it up right now. Harold's on his way here. I can't wait for him to see his boat for the first time, almost completely done. This boat came here originally just for some fuel tanks. Next thing you know, it went through a hurricane and had all kinds of other things and options that Harold was excited about doing, and we just went off and morphed into this huge project. Now this boat's been completely revamped and it's like a brand new boat. Harold's gonna be totally stoked when he sees this thing, and I can't wait to see his reaction. There it is.
It looks good, dude.
Looks awesome, huh?
Absolutely.
You got your new ladder on the back?
This is, oh yeah,
See
that's
that
a big
Armstrong ladder?
difference. Big
Isn't that
difference.
awesome?
Yep.
Look at the paint job. Look at that boot stripe fade.
Oh, that's sweet.
The black to silver.
He faded it in perfect.
This thing just popped. I don't think Harold could believe it when he saw it in person. But after seeing it in the sunlight, seeing that metallic pop off of that clear coat, this boat looks incredible.
The rub rails all done.
Yeah, that's the Taco stainless steel and black rub rail. Came out incredible. Tied everything together really nicely.
It's nice. It came out good. That stripe is bad to the bone.
So after Harold picked his job, it was time to get up inside the boat. So all that wet sanding and buffing combined with that all grip non-skid really set the inside of the boat off. The whole interior of the boat was buffed. Okay, we didn't paint the inside like we talked about, but we did the non-skid. So all the new non-skid, because you saw the boat when we cut it up. I had to cut all these decks out and all the sides, put the fuel tanks in.
This is nice.
The dash panel, this one's really the top, over the top. This is really bad to the bone.
It's
I know
sick.
you had some equipment when you came here, and you had new equipment, but it wasn't to the level to fit into this dash. So I would go upgraded. I got you the bigger Garmin. You've got the new Infinity stereo head unit. This thing is the ticket right here.
I knew it was going to be nice, but not. This is over the top.
So one of the things that I was really excited to show Harold on this boat was the Infinity sound system. He was all about listening to his rock and roll music and turning it up. He had made it a point to me in the beginning of the build, and I think I hit this out of the park. Not only does the Infinity sound system look awesome, flush mounted from the back along with all the rest of the Garmin equipment, but check out how this thing sounds. You've got all the new Infinity speakers. They have lights built into them, and this thing is like retarded. When this boat came in originally, the wiring wasn't all that bad, although there were some mistakes that were made. We want to make sure Harold doesn't have any electrical issues, and that pacer wire is really going to help make sure that's not an issue. Like I said, you had good wiring in the boat to begin with, but there were just things that needed to be cleaned up and changed out. So we've added a couple of breakers for some deep drops that were somewhat rusty and corroded. We added your new pumps down inside, you got all new plumbing in the boat, so you don't have to worry about any hoses or connections. And then you have your storage bins back in. We just cleaned them all up, and then you get all your stuff and hardware put back in there.
Came out good.
It was really hard for me not to notice Harold just turning his head and seeing something new on the boat. I saw him staring at the upholstery, the diamond stitching that we did with the multicolored threads, with the carbon fiber boxing. I think he was really taken away with all of it, and it really finished the boat off nicely.
These bolsters came out excellent. I like the little added black you tied in there on that. That'll be helping some people out for sure. I love the black trim on the glass too. It's sick.
So before we loaded this boat up to get it down to the water, I made sure that I gave Harold a Sure-Hold bucket for detailing and cleaning. This boat looks like $1 million and I want it to stay looking that way. I got something for you to keep this thing like brand new and clean for the rest of your life. There you go.
Sweet.
Man. You got your Sure-Hold cleaning kit.
I'll use it too.
Right?
Everything
you need in there to detail and clean this boat, will keep it looking awesome. And I got you the black bucket to match the rest of the boat too.
Awesome. Down to the last detail.
All right, so as soon as we put this boat in the water, the first thing we had to do was run out the inlet. This is a 31-foot offshore fishing machine. Harold was super psyched to find out what the performance of these 300s were gonna do for the boat. Don't forget, this was Harold's boat years before, fixing it up and revamping it with these new motors. So he's got some kind of an idea what the performance should be, but he actually had no idea what these 300s were gonna do for this boat. This thing came alive. I mean, it's actually a 60-mile-an-hour boat now. He was totally stoked, not to mention listening to that Infinity stereo at 55, 60 miles an hour, clear as can be. We just kept driving. It was really cool. I thought he was gonna take me to West End, actually. It was kind of funny.
I'll tell you, I didn't know what to quite expect when we first started, I expected it to be good, but not so far over the top. I mean, the quality and the finish of the boat is much more than I could have imagined. It's going to be the only one like it down in the Keys, I can tell you that.
All right, guys, that's a wrap for the 31 Contender. Harold's got a brand new boat. I just can't wait to see this thing behind his house down in Tavernier. As soon as I get some pictures of that boat with fish, I'm headed to the Keys and I'm going for a fishing trip myself.